eraberu
to produce bananas.
Utangesi akoru etaget.
What is interesting
Iboreni tegelikina
is that she's producing 53 tons per hectare with irrigation and fertilizer.
Utachuti aitolomo ikilo ilukumina kaisaka nyuni angini Misiri.
53 tons per hectare. 53 tons.
The tons, I'm translating it in kilos.
53 tons.
Ikilo ilukumina kaisakan. No target.
The nearby Banyankore, using their own methods,
Itungalu ankole loya pieta nepanen aitosoma kechachoa.
They produce 5 tons.
Imunu kere imunya ankole ngun etolo munenete ikilo ilukumini kan
Per hectare.
Anu hectare dopet. Araba misiri na aratu tubet.
Dr. Muranga is producing now 10 times more bananas than those Banyankore there around.
Itedojo kwa namchaltana itolo muni irwa na tomon etagetelo ekoriete luchelu imunyankole.
So that's why we say, please, irrigation, irrigation, irrigation.
Nyesi chuti balarebe ai choki choko ai chok chok ai chok chok.
Now coming to the education sector,
Owaya lo ashoman.
there are 69 government primary schools in Soroti district.
Eja sisemeroi akaisa kanya pe ikanyangon Soroti district.
And 29 government primary schools in Soroti city.
Ido city ane isemero apugan akaisara lukanyangon.
There are 5 government secondary schools in Soroti district.
Ajay papa.
There are 5 secondary schools in Soroti district.
Eja sisemeroi ikan lu osini ya Alaijo district.
And 5 government schools in Soroti city.
Eja aspo we kan kidingo city dane.
So we are continuing to build the primary schools.
Iuta yatakini aiduki semero ilu primary.
Although the primary schools are 69, they are not even distributed in the parishes.
Araida chutera sisemeroi akaisa kanyapi kanyangon low primary. Mamu ekora kine jok kotomoitela kere.
That is for Soroti district.
Kanoino ichuto Soroti district.
Because the parishes are 54.
Narai itela erasa akaisa kanyango akaisa iwongon akaisa
Government primary schools are more than the parishes.
Ipui semero low primary adepare itela.
But because they are not uniformly distributed,
Konye narai mame korokora kine jok
21 parishes don't have.
itela kaisara indio e mame iti semero low primary.
So please in future be careful, you the managers. Don't put too many primary schools of the government in one parish and then forget about the others.
Akoronga ilip esulu ikamunto saite monokineta ochoitos mami kwa makineti semero apugan oitela is denyekini luche wanyutosi chan.
Because the government primary schools are now 69.
Nara ichuti isemero apugan adolota kaisa kanyape ikanyangon.
The parishes are 54.
Itela era kaisa kany iwongon.
We therefore have already more primary schools of the government than the parishes.
Apoloke ipu isemero apugan low primary adepari itela.
But we have got 21 parishes without any primary school.
Kunye ijao ni kedi itela akaisara indop lwe mame esemero araide dope.
Which means that the primary schools are concentrated in some parishes, not in others.
Apoloke ibumu wakina isemero ilo primary oitela iche omameto oitela iche.
The policy is 1 government primary school per parish, 1 government secondary school per sub-county.
Erai chuta inapeta pugan esemere dopelo primary oitela esemere dopelo senior otem.
Now coming to the health centers,
Owayala dekisha.
the file is all here.
Ota papa mona papulani kamunti akrosit netu pakit.
The Soroti district has got 12 sub-counties.
A district alo Soroti ejasi kedi temwana ejasi kedi itela itomunare. Itemwa, sorry, itemwan.
There is one health center for
Ejai adekis na doketaita na ongonet adiope.
and 5 health center series.
Ido adekisano adoketaita na uniet rasa kan.
Therefore, there are 6 sub-counties which do not have any health facility of either health center 3, health center 4, or hospital.
Apollo ke ejasi itemwani kanyape lwe mamei adekisna adoketaita na uniet adekisna adoketaita na ongonet ara Dexino district.
Therefore, the plan is as follows.
Opupokisi erasa inapeta upona lota.
Upgrade Tiri Health Center 4 to a general hospital.
Elosio aike una tiri ara una dekis na polon. Soroti pupetesi.
Upgrade Kamuda Health Center 3 to Health Center 4.
Ebe itaike un adekisi na amuda ara una health center 4.
Upgrade Aukot Health Center 2 in Aukot Sub-County to Health Center 3.
Aike una adekisi na ukot anyono health center lo yaret tono health center lo uniet.
Upgrade Award Health Center 2 in Award Sub-County to Health Center 3.
Aike una adekisi na waliwal anyono health center 2 tono health center 3.
Upgrade Lare Health Center 2 in Lare Sub-County to Health Center 3.
Aike uno adekisi no health center no nale anyona no yaret to na uniet.
Upgrade Ochoki Chan Health Center 2 in Ochoki Chan Sub-County to Health Center 3.
Aike un adekisi no chokchan anyona no yaret to na health center na uniet.
Construct a new Health Center 3 in Tubur Sub-County.
Adukokin adekisi na itetet na adoketaita na uniet laije Tubur otem Tubur.
With the Soroti City, out of the 2 sub-counties in Soroti City, one has a regional referral hospital.
Ane chuto city otoma otemwani yare alweja so city edope ngesejai adekisi na Apollon no rhino regional.
One has got Health Center 4.
Adope ngesejai health center na ngonet laije madera kedena adekisi na Apollon.
And have 5 have Health Center 3s.
Ido oitela health luchekwi idumunijo health center no uniet ejasi.
Therefore, all the sub-counties have got health facilities of either Health Center 3, Health Center 4, or hospital in Soroti City.
Eraida beito city ane itemwana kere areja adekisi na adokitaita na uniet ara ina ngonet ara adekisi na Apollon o city ane ejasa dekishia.
So you wonder why Soroti City was not supporting NRM.
Kwenye da umo kitengo inyobere so Soroti city mamesi gang to NRM.
Anyway,
Your Excellency, they are saying this time they are going to do the needful. That's what these ones are saying.
anyway, Edeke is there, he can forgive those who commit sins.
Ebalangesibe ite sedeke. Ara di uri atasa dia kanar itimi esi.
So I have all the plans here, but I cannot go through all of them.
Abete chuti ejase ngi plan in kere ni. Konye mamenga pera down ukere.
Now these are all part of the social infrastructure.
Nukere era kirono itopolo ateker.
The schools, the health centers.
Isemeroi adekisia.
Then on the other side, economic infrastructure, the roads, electricity, and so on.
Awayaje akerianut igudoi akimina ipie akirono akipi kedibori chedangun.
All these together are a pole.
Iboro lukeri morkikijo esa kirono apol.
So now we have two words in our manifesto.
Apolo ke itodokyo na kirare koto mainapetanu epugaya lo NRM.
I coach
I put you na sodit
and Apollo.
Apollo na yare.
Now this is where a question comes in.
Kwanado na ngesebunya aka iniset.
There are good tarmac roads now in Soroti.
Ikopu kwana eja narirotini lwekolas eja Sorotine.
Do you adjourn on the tarmac road at night?
Ijo chuti ijo roto lwekolas nareje kolas o town ne. Ijo kolas.
Where do you adjourn?
Ebala papa ibi joto itese. Ai Ebakasi kesi okais they sleep in houses.
You sleep in your homes?
Yes.
In Ore.
Ebi joto itese Ore.
You adjourn in Ore.
Yes.
Eyarama edeke.
Inshallah we kidding esedeke na joto itese Ore.
Now, even me, tonight I will adjourn in my Ore here.
Araida ngesi eja ngesi Soroti ne ejoto ngesi doreke ne edunyi kede pamba.
Now, this is where the question comes in.
Konyedo ne ngesebuni aingiset.
When you go back to Ore,
Ibongo jore
the Ichan you left in the morning will still be there.
Araida eje kolas otaunu ne edolo jabo ngorore idumuni je beri kichan luna ninye kidijo ijasore mere kwangi.
And the Ichan will say Eyarama Abungen.
Ebala papa president kopi pupo teresi bidolije bakasi chanebe etwene alama abongun.
Say, we are still here. We are still here.
Idumuni ya bakasi chane iriko sijaine.
The children have no sugar.
Imame idu esukali.
There is no milk.
Imame etakipi. Abrakile.
No paraffin or electricity.
Imame akinyete netodoma.
The clothes are not enough.
Ekaditosi guene rida pacha bonejiasi.
So that's why, from the beginning, the NRM insisted on another contribution. Apor is there, Aikuch is there, but a bar must be there also.
So bala papebe, ara ideje Aikuch, ara ideje Apol, ebala NRM, ekotonguno jasi, konye kotoja itunga barada.
Because some people, even scholars in the university, in the 60s, who were telling them, development. Then I would say, but development, does it include a bar at home?
Ikoloso, ajalu ipiroriti lwa shomaritos. Idumuri generasi, akirianud, Apollo, akirianud. Konyingisi so kesi, akirianud generasi suna. Eputosi keda bar araibo biai.
And from the 1960s, I thought it was crucial to distinguish between Apor, which is ours, which is shared, the road is ours, and Abar, which is mine as an individual or as a family or as a company.
So, iso, ibalase be, ekono jatia ketait. Apollo era in Emorio. Itunga kerelo sto road Emorio. Itunga kerelo sadekisha Emorio. Konye iborene polo ngesa bar. Nara bar era inaka ara ineka kal.
Therefore, from 1995, I came here. I went everywhere. I was telling you, Aiga Akipi, Aymar, Abar. I was telling you about all this.
Agia uno karale lukumite do pakwa takanyango na kaisa kanyango ni ikani. Erimokite ngane, abala ngesebe, ikadunga la kirono abar. Ega atakipi. Anyute ponelo ichuria onida ay pakas. Tote roni di dumuna abar.
Fortunately, some people listened to my message.
Ichi atoma ese anuare reng apoto pupoto no enerango.
Like we were just now with Joseph Ijara of Serere.
Kapati kop kwana ibuni nano Serere, ijaiso kere Joseph Ijala.
Let's see what he did when he had my message here. I was speaking here.
Angoli kisibero ninu akiri Ijala. Enerasa wokedelu Ijala nepa ne isapuku Ijala kakiro. Ngoli kisi.
Hello, my name is Joseph Ijala. I am the proprietor of Taifa Farm, which is located in Serere in a place called Kakusi, where we are. And in Taifa, we have dairy, poultry, and we're also making laundry bar soap. But we also have the value addition aspect of the farm, where we produce yogurt and pack it, tin it for the market. This project started 11 years ago after an inspiration from His Excellency, the President of Uganda, when he had come here and he was teaching people about the 4-acre model. He was having a rally in Soroti, and that time I was working as a taxi driver. I was doing that mass business in Soroti. So when I heard this, when I heard he was around, I crossed to go and listen to his story. And he was talking about a 4-acre model, how to improve household income. So when I came back, I was fired because I delayed there and the taxi came through. And the guy said, you go and eat those words that you had. But I had already this land, 2.5 acres, but I also had local chicken here. But after hearing that, I got inspired to put more effort on raising this chicken. So I raised the chicken to the tune of about 100 of them. Then I got a small incubator. That was about 4 eggs. So I used that incubator for multiplying my local chicken farm. Eventually I was having 1,500 local chicken around. And I was very famous for local chicken. So, but then local chicken were not answering my day-to-day needs. So I decided to translate it to layers. In Taifa Farm, we have 10,000 layers, which give me about 310 trays per day. And each tray goes at price of 10,500. So approximately about 3 million shillings a day from the eggs that we get. Of course, it varies depending on the cost of the feeding, but at least a half goes for management, a half goes to our pocket as Taifa. So after selling the layers, that money, I invested it on dairy. I started dairy with the 4 cows, but you know, I have multiplied very fast because I'm using AI. I have my own semen bank here, so I do artificial insemination. And then I also got a vet who was able to train some of us here with the veterinary knowledge. I think he's even here, that gentleman there is our vet. So the cows that I'm going to show you are cows that are bred from Taifa Farm that produce, my highest produces 36 liters per day, and my lowest is at 20 right now, each cow. So 36, between 20 and 36 liters per day. And they all have names.
Now, that is the story of Joseph Ijala.
Kwana nyini ngesi awaragan nai community rotokea Joseph Ijala.
He was a taxi driver nearby here.
Ido erai ngesi le yapie kolonalo mnaoshepane.
When I was speaking here 11 years ago, he came to listen to my message.
Nenera rengo ane ikaridisika nyesabu Ijala omesikina nwa aomitengo.
Which is a message I have been giving since 1966. This is almost 60 years.
Erai nwa kiro nwe doka ngeinere. Ageuno kareli lukumite dopa kwa takanyangon akaisa kanyapi kanyape. Edokengo noi do amuno ngebe apuputicha ese.
Abar in every ore.
Abaraba erai chutijoda obu orekon.
This has been my message.
Ngesi nuwa balengo ikotojoda ite abarano rekon.
When he had that message, he had 2.5 acres at home.
Aparasha no amisi kinijale kainer. Orikeja asikeda amisiri na hare kedatu tubet.
And he said that he was sacked by his boss because he
Ido
had
malolo peda be aponi ngesi renge araswam osoroti ane.
from the taxi driving job.
Nare tekeri ngesi ataksi otaunane.
So when he went and implemented part of my message,
Abungezo loto osoda itodolikin ache kotoma oinere sineika.
because in our message, which we put in the manifesto of 1996, we are talking about 7 activities in 4 acres.
Nara kotoma inapeta kosi no epuga okarale lukumite do pakwata kanyango na kaisa kanyango ni kanyape ibi akiti akiro akanyare nu ebe iti jaswam anu adumu na bar.
1 acre for coffee,
Adope misiri anu era emuanyi.
1 acre for fruits,
Adope misiri eira araito.
1 acre for pasture for cows like these ones,
Adope misiri anwa melo anwa kituku.
1 acre for food,
Adope misiri anwi nyamat.
and in the backyard, poultry for eggs and piggery.
Do kaune togo akokore anwa be anwegwela naro kededa ai pitipege.
And near the wetlands, fish farming.
Ido kwa shepikedi sama akor agaria.
So out of the 7, Ijala picked just 2.
Oto makanya ariangu nukere. Abu Ijala lema arebon.
He picked poultry for eggs and now added dairy.
Abu berengeso sekute ai pita kokore anwa be anugwela nara. Konye koje kopkwana iyata kina kitu anwa kile.
When I visited him, that time when I took the video, he was producing 310 trays per day.
Otoma apara na bunienge pejo kini jala. Anini bere etolomingesi. Asinian anu abe akaisa unejastoma. Asinian akwata unike ditomon angini paran.
But he has now doubled.
Edwanari kwa nirwanare adolota kwa taka nyape keda kaisare.
And the cows were producing 300 liters a day.
Akituku aina na kineti jala akile nepetai ichupa ya kwa tauni angini paran.
But they are now producing, is now selling 800 liters a day.
Kwa na egwelanari litai akwataka nyauni angini paran.
Therefore today, Ijala, here in Serere, not in China, not in Europe, not in America, here, in Serere, is earning 6.8 million shillings a day.
Abeta shoot. Ijala ba. Anepa no Serere. Merekere China. Mere Bulaya. Ne. Edumune ne Ijala angini pak. million nini kanyape kedi lukumina kwata kanyauni angini paran ijala yapia pua no sererane.
That means 68 million in 10 days.
Apolo uke million na kaisa kanyape ikanyauni koto mapara shatomon.
About 200 million in a month.
Million nini nepeta akwa tare elapedope.
And more than 2 billion in a year.
Da depar arita areda kotoma okare dope.
Without including value addition, which has also added.
Idoda mamereji malarit iborosine jelwe yata king yesida kati kwa na achina kokoredi perori ya gwelari.
Now where Ijara is creating a bar, there is no tarmac road there.
Nani pupete sisi nerane kede papa president. Ninane utarijala ay toloma bar e mame rotole kolasida.
The Apollo is not so good.
So Apollo ke mamere kolas ngese yauna bar.
But a bar is there.
Konyibore ne pol ngesi aja utekede nyo a bar.
As long as the road is passable, even if it is maram.
Konye chuta reje road. Do itora keju are motokari gali. Ejoko nepenen ara ide mame kolas.
I've got many testimonies here in my video, but I don't have time to show them to you.
Abete ajasengo kedaje na nuto toma video no le jasengo. Konye mame nga paketo DStv I video no ngun.
This is why we say our contribution number 3 is a bar.
Ibore ngini ngesi balari sebe. Ai todoli kinere kosi na uniet ngesa yaun abar otunga.
I coach.
I puchu.
Apol. A bar.
Kededokwa na bar.
And we have been on this all this time. NADS, Ntandikwa, Operation Wealth Creation, PDM, Emyoga, all those money we have been sending to you, we have been begging you to get out of poverty.
Ikatungalu, iutari kera kirona abarano. Iau koje Setandikwa, iau PDM, iau Emyoga, iau NADS, iboro lukeri barasebe, katungalu, imeda utesuda, tote ribarete.
We are now going to continue sending the PDM money, the 100 million per parish.
Ilose yatakin, ay jukunu ni kapunu, luo PDM, kotomoitela akus.
I will add another 15 million for the leaders to borrow from.
Ikatungalu, alosengo, ay yatakin, milioni ni tomana kan. Tote rengare noko, lueja asa doke nanu egitigita. O kansulo, NRM, keres unengare noko. Imeda utesuda, kotomo PDM.
Then I have created a separate fund for the fishermen because their demands are bigger.
Aseudongo atiakuna rupian ebi akino irago lo shape anuaro itunga lwe lokete edi ochorin nara ingunu lo ochori itebali tegelkina kechakiro ikasetagaria.
And a fund for the religious leaders.
Adawenge itunu engare no kolwe dini nida ebi akongo ngunuda ezriago keche o shape kidarupian
in their dioceses and the Muslim districts.
Kotoma chokisho kech kotoma anya nareta kededa ngunu kotoma anya nareta nu omusikitin.
We the ordinary Christians and Muslims, we shall continue getting our interest-free loans, low-interest loans from the parish PDM money.
Dokwa nesi ngun ingare no kolwi dinin. Eraide esi ai jaunu nulukusu iloni nilu PDM ai torito toma anya nareta kus tomo mishoni ni kus o mamei amedana ijau napugan kanekus.
But the leaders will borrow from the 15 million, which is 15 million the leaders, and the church leaders from their own fund, not competing with us, with the ordinary people.
Dodo esengare noko esulu cheuni ngare no kolu idini ni kedelu ngare no kolu ipate ijauna ta desulu kuso fandi ne kwate milioni ntomana kan kedelu kusila lu ngare no kalidini kwenye mamiputa maria keda so iso lo asaja.
There are university graduates who have finished university but not got a job for 2 years.
Eja chuti atumunak luangeta kisasho man aro college aro university adauti kariare mamedu mutosa so hamsini.
For those who shall create a fund where they can go and borrow and do something for themselves.
Anukusu ebala papa president elosai biakini ikapuno dule dopet dojo da loste ai kopa unangina olosa ge arikoni kolero dodo joda ai pepe anepa nen narai aswamsine mamipu.
The areas of Teso, Lango, Acholi were disturbed by insurgency for a long time, and cattle rustling, and cattle there were destroyed.
Kotoma kedeto no Uganda ai moriarit Teso, Lango, Acholi kede laijeto necho angolola no o River Nile. Apotesi long nos kede jie iro dapo no ngatara kusakitu adau na ojau.
When peace came, we started restocking.
Na bongu na aina pakini keda ipuch apota geutu ainya kanakini baren moti.
The restocking was going on.
Itamiti ainya kanakini bore ibaren moti.
But some people went to court.
Apotiche tunga okerate ukoti.
Made it a legal issue.
Inya ikine dakiro araute epegete la kila no epuga e.
And they demanded compensation. We started giving them money.
Ogeune tikela kui liplebe mamari barene kotoskesi kotoskesi atachio ikapun.
We gave them 159 billion shillings.
Asota ijaikini arita ilukumina kwa tata kaisa kan ikanyangon.
But when I checked,
konyene rei kinango,
I was not seeing the results on the ground.
Ere kingo chote jok mami borabu engan abu odolo kesi.
I therefore decided to consult the leaders.
Apolo kiabu enga tema ikapunu lwenya kakitukulu lwapoto kerata okoti bala mame uta saito dolikini katunga nyese nga bongunu ailipai chorio aneja senga renok.
I came here and called a conference in Teso here, Lango, Acholi.
Abuenga bune Teso kede Lango kede Acholi asode nga nyarar aurianet na itetema kironu.
I floated an idea.
Abuengo ataka kesa umishoit.
What if we gave each homestead some few cows and we...
Engobe, araibo itamakone ijaikini, angoni kal, akituka this.
And I suggested a figure of 5.
Ngesengate maribe, edumangoni kal, akituka kan.
They liked it.
Apotwenga renok, ialamikinos, o minuta kirotona.
Then they said they are going to consult you.
Otemarete do engareno kolu ebe bongunete nekus anwami sikini nuiwomito sesi.
When they consulted you, you supported the idea.
Na pona tarengareno kolu neija sesi. Abakazi ba poto bongutu asoda limoki nengebe imina sesu da angonikal adumu na kituk akan.
We have therefore adopted that idea.
Atekerino Soroti Adaudongo da kwape president achamun akiro sitting in.
Of the 5 cows per homestead,
Your Excellency, your people are very cheerful on that remark from you.
so it's a bit expensive, but we shall implement it.
Atekerino Soroti, atekerino Teso. Ajelengo chitebe e polaitai. Eja ikina ngonikal akituka kan. Konye kwa pale minesi e president kus alosenga utar aitodolikin.
So all these efforts are on the issue of Abar.
Apolo ke ikatunga. Nu kere no awudede tenga aswam. Eranwe nyakakini abara kotomokali akus.
which is number 3 in our program.
Nare rai aina appetite na uniet kotomalos kineta kose kwa papugano NRM.
But there is a fourth point.
Eja akirosit na iwongonet.
ASWAM.
Aswam sine.
Where does ASWAM come from?
Aibo eponatar aswam sine.
Where do jobs come from?
Aibo eponatar aswam sine.
Let me show you where they come from. Let's see Byamukama.
Ikatungalu. Ebale pape be angolia ikisibere bobo alabira ingun. Eteoto aibe ponatar aswam sine.
Welcome to Kamai Demonstration Farm. My name is Fred Byamukama. I'm a member of Parliament of Buganges West Constituency, Kakumiro District. We are now at our 4-acre demonstration farm. The land we have here is approximately 4 acres. This is a farm we started 2 years back here, 2.5 years back. And on this farm, we have a half acre of pineapple, has 6 cows for zero grazing. We have poultry, about 25,000 birds, but only 11,000 are giving us eggs. And we have 1 acre of grass. We have piggery, those are very many. And 1 acre of coffee mixed with banana. Where we are, this is the 4-acre model farm. I did this activity to teach my voters, to lead by example, so that my voters can learn what media the president tells the public. This is an initiative I learned from the president sometime back when he sent me to learn to Kaumu, to Kisozi. I copied what I copied, this is what I came up with. And you will see as we move, or that side, this side, that's my 4-acre model farm. The house as well, you don't sleep. But if you sleep here, the house as well is seated on this 4-acre model farm. When you look at poultry, out of the 25,000 birds, it's only 11,000 giving me . Others are soon giving me, and I get 302 trays per day minimally, because 11,000 birds are supposed to give me 366 trays, but because of the feeding method, minimally. Then I sell in a month, you can get a net profit of 55 million, because you get 108 million, but you can't get all that. You have to buy feeds, pay workers, pay electricity. You remain with 55 million net pay. When you get the cows per month, these are 6 cows. Each cow minimally gives you 20 liters. So when you get 20 times 6, that's 120 liters per day. 120 liters per day. For us, a liter here, these workers, sometimes even the drug for spraying. That is zero grazing, you spray for ticks and other things. At the end of the day, you remain with a net profit of 6 million. From the cows for zero grazing. So this is our grass. Here, 1 acre of grass. This 1 acre is enough feeding our 6 cows. And our cows are feeding well with this grass we have. When you get like the half an acre of pineapple per harvest, you get about 4.5 million, and I harvest twice a year. You will see Even as now, there are those which I can harvest for my friends to take. When you look at the piggery, in a month, I can get about between 150 and 180 piglets. But those I don't sell. I give to my neighbors to rear. When you look at coffee, we normally harvest 12 million. We normally harvest 12 million from 1 acre. Because we're just starting up the harvest. We had the first harvest, and when you get about 12 million, but when you irrigate very well, and you have fertilizer, you get between 18 and 24 million. From 1 acre, coffee alone minus banana. And this banana, at the end of the month, you can get about 1 million, 1.8 million. But I don't sell my banana. I use it for eating. So I simply get my coffee to ensure the other 12 million I'm telling you, which you are getting from this 1 acre, because we have tested it where you receive. And here, currently, okay, I'm employing 26 people.
Freeze it there. The previous one. The previous.
Ekoto papa inyakara ekau.
Now,
inyakara ekau.
This is what I wanted to show you.
Nungesi nana koto ngaitodi kinesi.
This is the young man, Byamukama,
Jakaitilo, Honorable Byamukama,
who listened to my message 3 years ago when he came to Parliament.
Abu Obu Eda Waitub, Abu Nero Parliament, Osoda Ipupeka Einer.
And I told him what I'm telling you now.
Abuenga limono kinesi, Nuaotanga limono kinesi kopana.
The 4 acres model for the ones with small pieces of land.
Akirono Misiri na angon, Ngunulwe edishoka lupoko.
And he copied it.
Also develope chuti, Nyesi da losite, Abongo kina swam kwapo kwa ngini.
Planted coffee.
Iraiki ne mwani.
Bananas.
Iraiki ne target.
Fruits.
Iraya raito.
A few dairy cows.
Osone biaki na kitu kadis nwakile.
And poultry.
Obiaki na kokoreda anwabe.
You had from poultry is getting 302 trays per day.
Owaya lo akokore edumunenei nepetai iritei akwata una kaisare luabea kaisauni angini paran.
And in a month he earns 55 million shillings net.
Eda unela pedope egwe laike borolu edumuneja kaitilo imilioni na kaisaka ni kan kongo kong oisao
from eggs alone.
Anwabe bon.
That means like 600 million net in a year.
Inomado verejo imilioni na kwataka nyape kong ekaredope kotomabe bon.
From eggs only.
Anwabe bon.
We have not included the other activities.
Mamberengesi ibiakiti aisubisa ache ni soma ingeso famu ke.
So Byamukama has gone from Ichan to Abar.
Adaute neja kaiti Byamukama asomuno chan ichelele kwa no lope okidingi na habari.
But Byamukama's Abar has now created a swamp.
Konyena akode ngeso misikise jok nyesebe abarake Byamukama ainaki aswamsine nejidu engunuta.
He's employing those 26 people.
Itejo ituangunu akaisara lukanyape kere isomaete ofamu kiaba mukama.
And today when I was in Serere, Ijala told me that he's now employing 38 people.
Ebarakeri jalada ngesida ngino Serere ituka kaisa unalukanya uni isomaete ofamu ke,
including 4 university graduates.
Ijalada chuti itungi wangon lesho mitosi o university kere isomaete ofamu ke.
There was even an Atatai, the ones I trained in the skilling center here, who went into bakery. I've forgotten her name, but she's now employing 8 people.
Ejai Atatai tika na kolo abuenga dumote sane asodenga ngare tutuol aneo skilling center wokane kwana utangesida aswamuna aswame mugati kedagwela na remugati nyesida ejaikaswa msina akanya uni neja situnga.
NRM always wants politics of knowledge, not politics of propaganda, of shouting.
Iso o NRM ikono se politics leiner keda aswam e politics la pol meres politics lai sab lai du elugambo anyo no center to no center.
So I am using these examples to answer the question of where do jobs come from?
Autange todi kinesa jena nutonu toteresi idumuneta bongo kinet neba lebe aibo eponatar aswamsine.
Some people try to give you the impression that jobs come from the government.
Ruananu ipu ejalwe pote ne ewongo engalangalesi omito sebe aswamsine kere elomuneto tomapugan.
All the government jobs put together, there are 480,000.
Aswamsine noja asapugani kere imor kikijo. Tonina araute aradisisda. Erai ilukumina kwa tangon akaisa kanyauni bon.
How can 480,000 jobs cater for a population of 50 million now?
Epo nani epedor taraswamsine ilukumina kwa tangon akaisa kanyauni dia yedolotor itunga imilionini akaisangon aluare.
So I have shown you that Abar produces aswam.
Akodongesi ojenutu do misi kisebe eja unabaro tunga epote aswamsine.
And what I have shown you here is commercial agriculture.
Iboreto dike ngesa ne ngesa kironwa kur nu inyakunete ameda.
But let us see factories.
Akodongoni bobo ereikisi eitatai.
Those are all, put the factories first. Put them on freeze.
Ebalapabe nyakutubere echumana no itatai nyakutubera chuman.
Freeze there. That is a town of factories near Mbale which has just come up.
Itete sunen. Eboma la chumana no itatai la aduko kinimbale kingane mbale nen. Nyesi neni tezesi e paripari nen. Achumana no itatai ngun.
Let's look at one of them.
Aserei kisadopet.
Now, those are workers in just one factory.
Nguni tete eso ebalasi nyudu ngun. Eso makangunu kiere ejasi achume dope bon ne itatai.
These factories, which have just started coming to Uganda, are now employing 1.3 million Ugandans.
Ichumana lo itatai luagea unadukono kini Uganda. Eja ikisi itungalo Uganda emilion tedope kedilukubina kwa tauni eja ikisi aswamsine.
All the Ugandans working for the government are 480,000. So the factories are now employing 3 times more people than the employees of the government.
Owanyu tudesi itunga kerelu soma itapugan ilukubina kwa tangono kedakaisa kanyauni konye chumana lubon eja ikisaswa msine irwa nauni aswa msine noeja asi otomapugan irwa nauni.
So that is point number 4.
Kwana nyiringesi aina appetite na ngonet.
Number 5
na ikanyet
is what we call service delivery.
Na ikanyete ngesine bakai eja na kine la pugan.
Like security.
Ayuara.
How is the security going?
Eponane jar ayuara otunga.
Like the fight against crime.
ATG amumu otunga.
Like health.
Angaleu.
Education.
Aisisia kedasho man.
Information.
Akirono aiwe iye muto.
Entertainment.
Akironu Aishal Itunga.
Sports.
Akironu Aboliaso.
This is all part of service delivery.
Nukere era akironu kamanara kede ejana kine loitunga.
But we don't have time to go into each, but you can yourselves audit and see what has been done in each of those areas. Transport.
Emame ngapaki na lo state tatamanu kere. Wanijo kata kirono a lo steda. Emame apaki. Konya kutenge subonik ire ikisi aboisho kuch bebi ai iswa apugan akirono ejana kine.
You can see the service delivery that has gone very well and some that may have some problem.
Ejasi akirono ejana kine. Ache no alo toto jok. Ejano mamu ejase jokoda. Ekono kwa no night anyun aibebeit aitetenar.
For instance, immunization has gone very well.
Kwa pati anyunet tumio nekato alote joko noi.
But the curative side, the treatment side sometimes has a problem with the stealing of drugs in the government health centers.
Konye owaya la mukian. Kanoino ichuti ay mukio na adek. Chesana ejepolo ibacha chari motimoti. Smito baliboro mametento.
This is where the NRM members need to listen to the guidance of the NRM.
Nyesinani minariso loapugana no NRM. Ay pupe jok ay chorio ne pate.
When we created the LOC system, why did we create the LOC system? There was already the Gombora chief, the Muruka chief, the Sada chief, the DC. Why did we create the LOC system?
Neigeona akironu ikamutosi lwa LOC. Araide jangunu aja ile tela, aja ile rony, aja ile tem, aja ile buku, aja ile polokiti ADC lo district da. Inyoberi na kiniso ibunike da akironu wa LOC.
I am the one who proposed the creation of the LOC system.
Engolo polo nyesa peipe una akiro noitegear akiro no LOC.
Because I had seen the corruption in the government. In the time of the British, time after independence, I was seeing the corruption in the government.
Narai abuenga ngichute apara shani musugunu ipugaite oni ajami dichina piai. Ija oni musugunu apugan abuenga anyebe eriko itunga kanini eo jakalemeletoi apugan.
The Gombora chiefs were corrupt.
Akokoloka apolokitemwan.
The Sada chiefs were corrupt.
Akokolaka luapoloki bukui.
The teachers in schools had corruption.
Ajia inari akaninwa ojaka osemeroida.
The veterinary were selling government drugs.
Imurokolu itiangida agwela nareti ke luibaren.
That's why, therefore, I proposed that in addition to the government civil servants, let's have our own people whom we elect ourselves to oversee these government people.
Ngesi ngate marebe. Ara ide jesu makapugan. Ekodo ja uno situnga luisekioni kulepek. Lueja asikidingine itunga. Totere kesi tete. Eito somae lo aswamisho apugan.
The LOC 1, the LOC 2, the LOC 3, the Member of Parliament constituency, Member of Parliament woman, Member of Parliament disabled, Member of Parliament worker, Member of Parliament elderly, all those are supposed to be the Nyamparas to defend our interests against the corrupt civil servants.
Lukere, E1, Lochalo, E2, Kedeke Committee, S3, Obunijo, Ikansalan, Obunijo MPs, Luepolo Quintos Bengualauna, Luepolo Quintos Angor, Luis Secretary Lukere, Aranu Kesara Utakonye, Itunga, Angicho no chut, Aibo, Ejai, Amidich, Narupian, Nuejana Kine, Alitunga.
The LOC 5, the councillors, these are all your own people elected by you to supervise your interests in the government.
Ikansalan, Lo District, LOC5s, kata lui bobalu. Era lu keritu ali sekete esi. Era ikesi sebe itanyu nebe, idolor kinete esi, aswamsine.
Those people are elected by you
Esu, nyesi seketi tungalu.
to be Nyamparas. Do you have Nyampara in our language here?
Yes, the word Nyampara is known to us. They used to be the supervisors of these people who slash the roads,
Yes.
who clear some areas, public places. Yes,
So-
the Nyampara is known.
All these people are your Nyamparas to check what the civil servants are doing. Make sure they don't divert your resources.
Lupolu. Nyesa beita ya araut Inyapala na kus. Lueri dete kui ikorio anyu nebe. Siri imidetana PI ijana kisitunga aswa mshoid na ibecho kit apugan.
If they are not doing it, then make sure you make them do it. Ask them.
Ara iwanyu jebe. Mami kansala na lu. Mami sirisi lu. Mami LOC5 silu. Etupito sa jana kinedla apugan. Orida kisilu. Aingitu nukes. Inyo mamesi tupakim totor. Odoruta swa mshinye kwa pone ijaso.
So the NRM gave you a gun, but it seems you don't know how to fire it.
Chuta bait. Ije kide sapuga no NRM. Emudu. Kwenye bara mamesi jenete. Eponelo gweta kinet.
Now that is service delivery.
Ngini ngesini balaso. Eji anakine la swamsine.
Which is number 5 in our political program.
Ngini ngesina ikanyet. Kota mainapeta kosi. Nueji anakine.
Number 6
Na ikanyitape.
is the issue of the market.
Akiro nuisoko nini.
The market, when we produce all these products, where do we sell them?
Idawani eitolomun. Ara itona isakanilu. Iborolwe itatai. Iboridope bobo. Yese sokoni.
Let's see some of the products. If they have sugar, how much sugar, let them show us if they have it.
Ikatunga lu lwa chuman. Itodi kisibere so. Iborolu itolomo okede. Akiro ni sokoni. Itodu tuberese.
Sugar, or the
Esukali.
or the milk factories, or the other factories of cloth. Show
Arabo
them.
nati ichumana lu esukali. Arabo lu igwen. Itodu tuberese rejasi. Apto shangun.
As we wait for the pictures, I can tell you that Uganda is producing a lot of products.
Ebala pape be. Imame hapa kikopkwa na elosingesi. Ayatakini kede okaine.
We produce a lot of cement.
Itolome oni estimate.
The internal demand is not enough.
Ido itungale kodozi podasa itosoma estimate. Ikidioko.
A lot of sugar,
Esukali le pol.
a lot of milk,
Akilenu ipu.
a lot of maize,
Emudungada aswi.
a lot of bananas.
Etageteda nyidi.
So the internal market is not enough.
Esokoni lo oni bona no Uganda edit.
That's why NRM has been working on the regional market.
Ngesile metamito rapuga nikosi no NRM. Anyu nebe. Idumuno nesokoni. Akwapsile anuidu nyasikedoni.
Uniting the market of East Africa, the market of Africa.
Ai mor kikine sokoni. Lokide an Africa kere.
So therefore, these are 6 of our 7 points. I will talk about the 7th another time.
Anuangunu. Nungeza na peta kosi. Akanyape. Nuejana kine. Ejaina kantare. Kwenye nerangongini. Achepak.
So let's see sugar now.
Aso anyu tuno esukali.
They have not prepared show the products inside. We want to see the quantity.
Ebala pape be lo achuma ni todu tiboro lo otoma. Mami todi ete soking aneni bon. Todu tiboro lo otoma.
Or milk or any of the products.
Arabonata kile, arabonati chet boreni tolomuntai.
So therefore, this is the manifesto we are presenting to you.
Anuangunu, nu nesai na peta, nu ijana kine, nu ikotosa pesi kinesi.
Not somebody to come and say, I want to be president, I want to be president.
Mere tunganan, abu nerene uongo, akodomo daraune president, uongo atitai.
In order to do what? How are you going to solve our problems?
Konyara ili kodia daraune president, olimokina iso, epo nani, ibuni ojo, aitemokin, atio kisho kose.
So therefore, the people of Teso, I appeal to you to support NRM because of the 7 points, 6 of which I have mentioned here.
Anuangunu, elipitengesi kedeta lesiana, itunga loteso, igangata, apugano NRM, kanoino ichut, anua kiranguna kanyape, nualimenga ne, konyorasa kanyare, adiope, mamlolo ngenerita ne, osoroti.
Number 1, Aikuch.
Na sodi tingesa ipuj.
Number 2, Apple.
Na yaret ngesa pol.
Number 3, Abar.
Na uniete ngesa kironwa abar.
Number 4, Aswam.
Na iwongonet ngesa somsine.
Number 5, Service Delivery.
Na ikanyet ngesa ijana kine.
And number 6, a bigger market through East African and African integration.
Na ikanyita ape ngesa itananyare sokoni anwezi morikikini kide na Afrika kide Afrika kere.
But let me end by showing you how you can be a bar.
Akudu donga ngetakini. Aitodi kinesi iponeli rauna jo abaran.
In the 4 acres.
Koto mamisiri na angon.
Taking my example.
Iteta chuta engolo polo. Ajena nutuka wapa engo.
My model farm.
Ikatungalu itodutu manikorika.
My name is Dr. Omuri. I am a commissioner by appointment, deployed at State House, and I've been assigned by the President to execute the 4-acre model. And I've put them so far in 10 regional zones in the country. Now, the 4-acre model is an idea conceived by the President to guide our farmers on how to utilize